Right, let's go again. A little bit louder this time. Daily. Right, seems like France. A long time ago. They look like a bunch of 1920s or 30s folks chucking things around. I mean, this says Catalan, but I don't know why something in Catalonia would be in French, but maybe it's possible. Oh, that says Coiffeur des Champs-Élysées, which suggests that we're actually on the Champs-Élysées. I wonder if Bar Grill Fouquet is still a thing. This is the Champs-Élysées. Quite a long street. I'm going to guess that about 100 years, presumably roughly on, there isn't the same place with the same name. But we can assume that it would be up this sort of end. Something Fouquet. It'll be replaced by a fucking... Le Fouquet. It literally is still there. So we're basically outside that, facing south. So therefore we're a little bit north. We're pretty much there, aren't we? Pretty confident in that. I reckon these folks, unless there's a literal clue somewhere, they look like sort of 1930s, 1920s, 1930s sort of gangsters, right? I'm going to go with 1930 on the nose. Let's try. Oh, it was later, but the location was good. Yeah, I'm almost surprised the location was that far off. All right, we got our 5K. Let's go. This looks like one of those... Oh, I was going to say like... It's a boardwalk, isn't it? The Steel Pier. Somewhere in the US, obviously. Steeplechase Pier. Steeplechase Pier. What are we thinking? The new Steel Pier. And they've got cigarette advertising, so it's a little while ago. I would say this is going to be somewhere, maybe like Atlantic City. That would be sort of in here somewhere, I assume. Steel Pier. I mean, that was lucky. Anywhere we can see that's still here. I mean, the pathway's sort of bending. Is that likely to actually be the right place? It seems unlikely that we're wrong with Steel Pier, but maybe Steel Pier is a pretty common name. Let's just go with it. Let's go sort of here, and let's guess the year being Mansion Avenue. Let's see if that tells us what we need to. I mean, Steeplechase Pier, is it going to be another one of these? Mansion Avenue. Let's just go with Atlantic City, and let's say this is about sort of 1975, somewhere like that. Maybe a little bit later, maybe a little bit earlier, don't know. Maybe later. I think it might be later. I might regret this, but let's say it's 1980. Let's say 79, just to be on the safe side. Ooh, that I'm very happy with. Right. Doha, easy. That is in here somewhere. Qatar. There's Doha. We need a stadium of some description, which I was really bad at looking for the other day, but maybe now that I know a bit more what I'm looking for. Like, there's a stadium. What does that look like if I zoom out? It's like, okay. Khalifa International Stadium. Alright, let's say it's in there. But I don't know when the Doha Athletics were, to be honest. Gosh, I'm very close. Oh, that's either 2019 or 2013. Let's say 2019. Unless we can find another badge somewhere that will tell us a bit better. Like there, Doha 2019. All right. The location apparently wasn't exactly right, but we're in the same stadium, I think. Good. Right. Classic case of where the fuck is Zehlendorf. We're in Germany, I think. Port Palace. Maybe somewhere kind of near a port. Hamburg. Do we see anywhere called Zehlendorf? There's obviously a lot of dwarfs. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's just true of the whole of Germany. That doesn't look to me exact. Oh, I don't know what's going on with that letter. Okay, well, it's sometime after 1880. Bratwurst maybe tells me something about what part of Germany, but I don't know enough to know. Let's just have a quick scan for Zehlendorf, shall we? Maybe we'll have to do it from a bit further out. I mean, Frankfurt is a sausage place. I don't know what that means. Are we still getting dwarfs down here? Yeah, there's a dwarf. What's going on up here? This looks porty. I'm not seeing many dwarfs around here. Oh. Zehlendorf. I mean, isn't there part of Denmark called Zealand or something? Am I making that up? I might be making that up. Oh no, there it is. Zealand. So is Zehlendorf going to be somewhere near Zealand? Is that too much of a... too much of a stretch? It's probably too much of a stretch, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not seeing a Zehlendorf up here. But I mean, it feels maybe sensible to kind of maybe hedge in that direction. Let's just say Hamburg. And I don't know, this looks sort of vaguely 20s, doesn't it? Something like that? Or maybe that bus is a bit more... No, that bus is probably more modern than that, isn't it? God, I'm crap at dating vehicles. Like, this is giving me sort of like pre-war music hall stuff, but that bus looks much more modern than that, based on my completely non-existent knowledge of buses. Lots of electrical cabling and stuff. Let's say that it's post-war. Let's say that it's surprisingly sort of late-ish, because that bus is looking to me like something from later on. Let's say 1955. Ah, okay. And it was in... Oh, it was in Berlin. Alright, I'm an idiot. It was nowhere near Zealand. Alright. Fine. Gosh, okay. This is familiar. Is this sort of Monument Valley-ish? I mean, Cool Springs sounds like it might be the actual name of the place. So let's go into sort of Nevada-ish. Nevada, sort of Arizona. God, where the bloody hell are these places? There's Grand Canyon. How close in do I need to go before you tell me where Monument Valley is? This is sort of embarrassing, isn't it? Certainly not California. I have a feeling it's like not a bazillion miles from Vegas, but it's not. I don't think it's New Mexico. I don't think it's Utah. I don't think it's this far east, so I think we must be... Is Monument Valley near the Grand Canyon? Good fucking question. Do not know. Is it near Death Valley? Also don't know. It's certainly not near LA. Right, let's scan Nevada a bit more. Springs. Springs. I mean, there's flipping springs everywhere around here, aren't there? I have scoured Nevada and Arizona, which I'm pretty sure, unless it is somewhere in sort of over here. I'm spending far too long trying to find this flipping place, but it feels like once I find it, it's going to be very gettable. So it's one of those ones where it's hard to give up on. More spring. Oh my god. Oh, cold. Cold Springs and Cool Springs are not the same place. But maybe the springs get cooler the closer you get to north. I really thought I'd found that there, but it was not the right one, clearly. We're still in Nevada. I don't think I've scanned this sort of north section of Nevada. I've had cold springs and warm springs, but not cool springs. Which is really annoying. I'm just going to keep looking down some of these roads a little bit, just in case I stumble across something. But I think momentarily we are going to be in a position where we got to sack this off and just say, despite finding every other permutation of word plus springs, we may just have to call this one. Now we're back in Vegas again. Mountain Springs. Keep seeing this Pahrump place. Right, I don't think we're going to find Cool Springs. I think we've got to take an educated / hopefully lucky guess. It seems fairly clear to me that it's not going to be a million miles away from this whole area. I mean, I guess it's possible that these things like just about creep into Utah. Alright, I fucked it. I think this one, we're going to just go somewhere between Nevada and Arizona. And the year is very difficult because it's clearly a kind of old-fashioned, deliberately old-fashioned place. But they've got like a fairly reasonably modern-looking satellite dish. And that car doesn't look a million years old. I think this is probably quite recent, sort of deceptively recent. So, I mean, very few clues. Should we say sort of 2015? Right. So, where were we here? It was between Arizona and Nevada. I bet I went right over this place. Does it actually come up as a... Oh, you got to go right in there. And what are we looking at here? What is this? What? Do we have any... No, I don't think we do have any landmarks around here. Which makes life quite difficult, doesn't it? Alright, well, it seems like that would have been pretty flippin' difficult to get. A 9,334. I'm okay with that. Let's look at the final score. So, 7 years, 32 meters. 1 year, 8 meters. 0 years, 66 meters. 5 years, 250 kilometers. Oh yeah, that was this one, Berlin. And then 1 year, 115 kilometers. All right. Well, not my best, not my worst.